Television has a new voice of reason with the financial wisdom of Susie Orman and the wit of Medea.
How much was that purse?
The purse, $600.
How much money do you have in there right now?
I have 3 credit cards and
Okay,
maybe...
how much money do you have in the purse right now? It's an easy, simple question, Mrs. Jones. Is it 0?
Yes.
Okay, let me help you understand the universal purse test. If the purse costs more than the amount of money you can keep in it on a regular basis, leave it on the rack.
This dude would rather spend money on Jordans and tennis shoes versus building like an investment portfolio.
Tell me about the sneakers. How many pairs are you buying?
10 pair a month.
So anywhere from $70 to $200 is what you're spending?
Yeah.
10 times a month. You wouldn't here bringing a grievance, but I might bring a grievance against you. You both need help.
Debtors Court with Lynn Richardson.
Mr. Pickett, you've brought this grievance. Please tell me your story.
Well, Terrell's been, pretty much my best friend for close to 30 years, probably over 30 years, actually.
Congratulations, that's good.
I don't know how we made it this long, but over the course of time, I've come to realize, I guess, that this dude would rather spend money on like crazy stuff, like Jordans and tennis shoes versus, either building like an investment portfolio or, just putting money aside for a rainy day.
That's not always true.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
I did not give you permission to speak.
Okay, sorry.
Now, me and you gonna have it out in here. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, continue.
So I remember one time, like in college, his car got hit or whatnot, and I'm like, well, just put it in the shop and get it fixed. At that time, I had a couple investments that went well with my dad. So I was, financially, I was doing all right. So I'm like, just put it in a shop and get it fixed. And he couldn't. And so, he pulled me to the side, told me, man, I can't really do that. Like, can you, look out for me? I'm like, all right. So gave him the money to get the car fixed. Think I'm going to get the money back. I think it took him, 2.5 years to pay me back. He was giving me,
How much money? Don't speak. I'm going to give you a chance to
it was
speak.
less
But
than
if you keep
$2,000.
talking, I'm going to throw you out of here. Wait, okay? Just wait.
Okay.
Just take notes mentally in your head.
Okay.
Because you're spending money, so I know you can add. So just add up all those thoughts in your head and give them to me when I ask for them, okay?
Yes.
All right, continue. How much money did you give him for the car?
I think it was $1,800 that time.
Okay.
It was $1,800. He literally was paying me back $30 and $40 a month. And it, it wasn't a big deal, but I look at situations like that and, I look at present day times. I'm like, let's put some money together and, do whatever. Let's go buy cars and sell them. He started selling real estate. So I'm like, let's look for some opportunities that we can jump in and take advantage of there. And, I'll try to put a couple dollars aside so I'll have money if opportunities present themselves. And he'll tell me he's doing the same thing. And then we'll go hang out or we'll, hook up somewhere, just out in traffic, and he'll have on a brand new pair of shoes. And I'm like I said, I've been on this dude for 30 years, so I pretty much know. And I get it. In college, I did the same thing. My thing was shoes and cars. So if it wasn't buying a new pair of shoes, I was trying to flip and go get me another car.
What kind of cars did you get?
Which time?
It's that many?
See?
Okay, now you in here bringing a grievance, but I might bring a grievance against you. Keep talking.
At one time I had a new 2-door Blazer. I had a new Chevy Avalanche.
Did you put rims on it?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm gonna let you talk that time. You put rims on the car?
Eventually.
All right, keep talking.
I had a Chevy Avalanche.
Rims.
And I have rims on that.
All right, enough. You had a Chevy Avalanche. Tell me what else you had.
Couple Camaros, a Hummer.
Okay, so why are you here? Tell me what's happening, because you sound like you got the same problem that you're grieving about.
No, it's I don't have all the money in the world, but I'm doing, I'm so. But to see, my best friend, we talk constantly. We talk week in and week out. And he'll always talk about, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. He has a 4-year-old daughter. And not that this affects her, but for me, it's just from the outside looking in, it's so much more that could be done. If he does
better. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 2.
2 children. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been married?
5 years in October.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back to you. Tell me your story.
Okay, well, first of all, it's not that bad. I do kind of I like nice things. I mean, I'm making a little bit more money than what I used to. And, I like to get the stuff that I always wanted when I was younger,
So
but I didn't get the chance.
Tell me about the sneakers. Tell me about which kind do you like?
I get, Jordans,
Nikes.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Go
like
on.
Jordans, Air Max, and, whatever I see.
And how many pairs are you buying a week or a month? Or tell me about the frequency.
Every couple days.
10 pair a month.
You're buying 10 pairs a month. On average, how much do they cost?
From 70 to 200.
What?
Hello? I
Sorry.
asked you to stop speaking.
It's in
I
the
asked
range.
you to stop speaking. I'm going to throw you both out of here. You both need help, but you're only going to get it if you follow my rules. This is my courtroom, and I do not want you to speak out of turn again. Do you understand?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is a problem. Keep going.
70, like if I want to buy some Pumas, some little casual.
I understand.
Or some Jordans.
So
that
anywhere
could
from
be-
$70 to $200 is what you're spending.
Yeah.
10 times a month.
Yeah.
What else are
roughly.
you spending money on?
I go out sometimes. I party with friends, and
Are you married?
no.
You have a girlfriend?
No.
Do you have women that you sleep with?
I have to answer that.
Yes, you do. The answer
Friends.
is yes. Okay, friends with benefits. Is that
it's
what
like
they
if
call
they
it
need
today?
a shoulder to.
You need a shoulder to cry on, but it
Cry
don't
on,
look like you crying. You doing more than crying.
You're not using the shoulder either.
You understand? Who you think you dealing with up in here? I was born at night, but not last night. Okay? So you got a few women that I know you taking them out somewhere, or are they chicken heads? Are they just allowing you to just come and be around with all your nice clothes? Or do you have to actually buy them things or take them out to dinner? Ever?
Not all of them.
You don't, not all of them.
No.
Okay, so I understand
Not
your
all of
game.
them.
All right, I've heard enough from you. Tell me
So
what's
on
happening
on
here.
the women thing, right? So I remember he takes this girl out. That's why I be trying to tell him, put some money up. I have some money. He takes this girl out.
Oh, he gonna bust you out.
He
Be quiet.
can't even afford to buy himself the meal that night. Like, he just paid for her meal. And she was like
So
one
you
of the
couldn't
girls.
afford to eat. Well, at least
Wait.
you let her eat. Because
She
you're
ordered,
not
like,
one
the
of them jokers
expensive.
that's going to stop her from eating because you don't have any money. So he paid for her meal, and what did
I
he
think
say
he
about
had
his
like
own
the
meal?
little side salad that come with her meal. I think he had
pretended
that.
like he wasn't hungry, but he probably went to one of his other girls'
But
house
he
later that
told
night.
he
and got a
told me
meal.
he didn't have the money,
Let
and
me
I'm
tell
like,
y'all something. This is ridiculous. Nope, I've heard enough. I've heard enough. You met when you were 5, 6 years old. I'm pretty sure as young men growing up together. Where'd you grow up?
South Central LA.
South Central LA. I grew up in Chicago, in the projects. My grandmother was 75 years old, cleaning homes for wealthy people, putting me through college. So I understand what it's like to come from nothing and then to try to get somewhere. But let me tell you something. If you just took $150 a month, I'm going to give you some mathematics. Okay. If you took $150 a month, you told our producers that you have $300 in the bank saved or something like that. That's ridiculous. You know that's ridiculous. I don't even know why you told us that. But if you take that $300 and you add $150 to it a month, just $150. Now you're spending somewhere close to $500, $600. I'm just asking you to take $150. If you put that in the bank over the next 10 years, you will have deposited $18,000, but your bank account will be at $43,848. That's intelligence. That's mastery. That's where you're trying to get. You're not trying to be some gigolo running around here with nice clothes. You need some money in your pocket. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. And if you cannot pay for somebody to eat a meal, or you can only pay for one of you two, then you've got bigger issues. But the bigger problem is, how old is your daughter?
4.
And I know she's beautiful. I know she's beautiful. Would you advise that she marry a man like you? Absolutely not. I'm going to answer that question. Now, let me get over here to you. Because you seem to be a little more settled. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders. And you're trying to lead both of you in the right direction because you may have dreams about a business or something that you want to do together. But I need you to get it together too. Because right now, the way I look at your spending, you've got a decent income coming in, but your bills are almost more than what you're bringing in, or it's probably just there. So you've got ideas. You want to invest. You want to grow. You want to build a financial legacy for your family. That's what we want. I come from the same place you came from. I'm the same color as you. Let me tell you something. We got to give up all the excuses. We got to give up the excuses about who's the president, who's not. This is your decision. And let me tell you something. When you get a $5,000 car and put on $10,000 rims, that's a problem. It's never going to go anywhere. We're never going to get anywhere like that. So I am issuing a ruling to both of you, actually, to both of you. One, I want you both to go into credit rehabilitation because both of you could benefit from an improvement in your credit scores, all right? That's what's sexy. That's what's hot. That's what looks good. Getting your financial picture in order so that you can actually present to your daughter, to your children, to your wife, to your family, and to your communities a picture of yourself that is as suave and as put together as you look here today. But when we go back and peel back the layers, we got a bunch of garbage, right? So I want to end the spending. Buying 10 pairs of shoes in Nike. Let me tell you something. I work with celebrities all the time. If they saw you walk up with a pair, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. And people with money get those shoes for free. So I'd rather you go buy stock in Nike. Go buy stock in Puma. Figure out other ways to make yourself be the great man that you already are. So you are in spending rehab. I am limiting your spending monthly to 30% of your take-home pay. So that's going to be, I'm going to do the math right here because I don't want there to be any confusion about what we're talking about. I'm going to limit your spending to $1,440 a month. Now, let me tell you what you got to get out of that $1,400. I know you got to get that haircut just about every other day, all right? You got to get your haircuts. You need gas in your car. You need groceries. You need all your incidentals. And if you can fit a pair of tennis shoes in there that you want to get, go on and get them, but not more than $1,440. That includes your dates. That includes going out to dinner. It includes all of that. The rest of your money needs to be allocated towards your bills, towards saving for your retirement and your future, and teaching your daughter how to look for a proper man who has financial sense. Am I understood?
Yes.
Okay. And you are in credit rehabilitation. You're in credit rehabilitation also, but you've got some outstanding collections, some things that you're trying to work on. Work on them. That's your first investment. Your first investment is yourself. And I appreciate a friendship. I have friends. I remember one of my very good friends, we were 7 years old sitting on the curb, and we were talking about what we were going to do on the first day of school, on the last day of school. So I understand and appreciate friendships. But right now, you need to be your own best friend, okay? He can take care of himself. And if he doesn't, and if he comes calling you from Skid Row, give him a chicken wing or something. But you cannot put your time and your energy into him because you have to put it in yourself. So I'm going to put you in credit rehabilitation. I'm going to put you on a debt reduction plan so you can minimize your bills. And that is my ruling, gentlemen, today. Thank you.
So let me tell you what I love about this case, friendship. Anything that lasts for 30 years, that is positive, that is putting good love and energy and truth into the world is a good thing in my book. But let me tell you what I need from this friendship. I need wisdom. Friends are supposed to grow wiser and older together. Mr. Pickett did the right thing by bringing Mr. Hurston to Debtors Court, but I need them both to get their money game on track. I want them both to get their credit straight. I want them to turn their spending into investments that will create a legacy for them, their families, and their children for generations to come. And Mr. Hurston, I need him to stop being a ladies' man and be a man's man with wise investment counsel at his fingertips.
Debtors Court with Lynn Richardson.